Okay, it's the third weekend in April. We're going to take a quick look at the trees here. And we've had a rather cooler week with a bit of rain several days. So the trees have definitely started to change a lot. You should be able to see a lot difference even glancing at all of them here. We've got a lot more leaf sprouting out now. So basically on our pear tree here, we've got a lot of the leaf buds coming up, opening up here, and so we can see that we still have a few blossoms. That's kind of always the case. Sometimes there are ones that are fully done and ones that haven't even opened, but for the most part we're done with that. And we can even see right here start to swell up there. That'll be, if it continues to do that, it'll become the pear fruit. Maybe we can see a little bit better here in the light, those ones there, but their flowers are done, and now it'll just be a matter of, if they got fertilized, they'll start to swell up, and then we'll have little pear starting to form. But lots and lots of leaves opening up, fully coming up in there, and stuff like that. So that's looking good. With our cherry, most of the blossoms, I would say 80% of the blossoms are gone on this one. You can probably see little spatterings of white that are here, but lots and lots of leaves have opened up now, and you can see a huge difference in that. Something I did notice, and it's very noticeable when you look at it now, is that this limb right here, the one that goes straight up, comes up there and then forks out here, it still looks like it's dormant. So I don't know if it's dead, but it has leaf buds, everything formed and all that. I didn't do any major pruning to it at all, but this whole thing is still looks like it's dormant. And those ones on the left and the right of it are, already bloomed and leaves budding and all the stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Something might have happened to it, but there's definitely something that happened, because we can actually, if we look, we can see that they started to form. The buds started to open, they started to swell here, but then they just stopped. And so I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to investigate a little further into that. But I didn't do any major reconstruction with this branch at all, so I don't know. But something we'll have to look into and figure that out going forward. But other than that, everything looks good. Like I said, lots of all of our leaf buds are pretty much opening. Got lots of leaves now, so then the tree will really start to kick things up once it gets all of its little solar cells out there. So like I said, most of them are gone, most of the buds, and we're just going to see the little old flowers die away, and then we'll start to see if we get fertilized, our little cherries start to form. So anyway, that is the cherry tree. With the apple, we have a bit more leaves now. Just again, the apple's kind of the last one to get going. Looks like we're just going to have a few apples this year. And I just noticed a few little buds, and so that's kind of how it goes sometimes. Plus, with all the remodeling we've been doing with it, that might be a factor as well. But we'll take what we can get. So it looks like there's one over here. We can see the red popping up there, and then there's one here. So all the red's gone. It's actually just a hanging over part, and then there's one here, which is up there, which is white as well. So there's a few of them, and I think what I need to do. Oh, here's another one right there. So we have some. What I probably want to do is mark them with some sort of tape or something, so I can see them easier. Because last year I couldn't remember where they were at the end of the year, just to keep track of the few that made it. So anyway, we'll keep looking forward to that. So once again, more leaves coming out there, and then with our peach here, all of its blooms are done. Excuse me, it's just starting to leaf out. We can see here, all the blooms done. They're just kind of see how their filaments, so we'll be waiting to see when they start to shrivel up. There's a pear or peach that got fertilized in there, so that's where we are with that. So it'll be probably a little bit before we see the results of that. This other pear looks pretty similar to the other one. Good, lots of leaf buds opening up. Most of the flowers are gone, so it's just a matter of seeing if that those miniature fruits are gonna get fertilized and become big ones. And then we come to our apricot. Now the leaves are still yellow. I haven't had a chance to look into that. I definitely want to look into that and see what's going on, but I don't recall that being a normal thing for them, so I want to look into that and see what's going on. But the flowers are gone, and we are looking at, since the apricots are so early, that actually we have apricots bloomed and the flowers are falling off a few weeks ago. So now we are actually at the stage where we can see fruit. So if we look right here, there's a fruit right there, then right there. See if I can get this down there. So there's several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is why we wanted to go through and thin them if they do make it. But sometimes they, a lot of these, there's like lots and lots and lots of little ones that get to this stage, and then a lot of times they'll fall off, either because of the frost damage or whatnot or something else. So I don't get my hopes up too much for them like the other ones, because there's a big chance that they got damaged or something like that. But we can see them here, just tons of them, which is why obviously, once again, for thinning the fruit, this is why you would need to do that, because in this section right here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 fruit, and obviously those can't all be in the same spot. So anyway, we'll have to look into that and definitely look into this leaf thing as well. So anyway, that's where we are with that. So just kind of identified a few little issues, which is why I do this. Come out here and look at things every week and see kind of what's going on. So let's look into this yellowing thing, and see what's happening, and then look into that branch on the cherry tree. So anyway, that is the orchard for this week.